Definitely gonna need a little bit of you today.
And let there be light. Thanks, Chris. Good morning, welcome back for another video. Myself, Darren, HGV Class 1 driver here in the UK. I've got to say it feels good to be back, but however, it doesn't feel too great waking up at 3 o'clock in the morning because we're on a 4 a.m. start this morning, especially after having a week off. The Aphrodite in all her glory. Unfortunately, we are connected to a trailer at the moment, so we'll need to disconnect from that trailer first and we'll go into our northern hub solo. Let's turn on isolation switch. Good to see she's been looked after while she's been away. Nice and clean the way it should be. Now we're over at the hub. Let's connect up to the trailer. Dog clip first, make sure it's nice and secure. Airline's connected. Legs are up. And then finally, take the brakes off. And then give it a second walk around just to make sure there's no damage to the curtains, which I already have done. No damage to the barrier. Tyre tread has already been checked. Everything is all okay on that side. As you can see, nice and thick tread. And the reason why we call it a secondary check, because I've done an initial walk around, make sure the doors, tyres, etc. are all in good condition. After I've hooked up with the airlines and the electric cables, I need to make sure there's no air leaks and electrics are all working the way they should be. A little bit like so. And of course, lastly but not least, the reg plate. And you go right there. Last couple of pallets loaded up by Chris. You can definitely tell winter is around the corner. It's about 20 past 5 in the morning and it is absolutely pitch black up there. And just before we do hit the road, I'd like to say a big congratulations to Ashley. Well done on passing your Class 1 exam. Hopefully everything all goes nice and smooth for finding your first job and you do enjoy your career. So thanks very much, mate, for watching. I'm glad the vlog's helped and all the best for the future. Still a little bit too dark, I think, to do any recording. But we've got 97 miles left to go. The time is nice and early, 20 to 6 in the morning, and we're currently traveling down the M6 southbound. To get there, straight down the M6, come off at Stoke, junction 15, follow for the A50 across eastbound, all the way around to the M1, cut down, and then come off at Northampton, around that area. So in total 97 miles to go, and we're due to get there for about 7:45, give or take, just depends on traffic. I've been travelling approximately 50 minutes so far. Traffic's been really good all the way down to Stoke. Just joined onto the A50 with 54 miles still to go before our first client. ETA is still saying 7:45, so we're making okay timing. However though, I do believe it was booked in originally for 7 o'clock, so hopefully it does get accepted. I've been here once before and I don't think they're too strict on timing, so should be okay. There's a little bit of a mess up this morning, that's why we left a little bit late. Originally I was meant to be in at 7 a.m. this morning. We had one of our drivers phoning sick last night, so I got a phone call about 6:30 asking if I could start at 4 a.m. instead of 7. So I came in with instructions to collect a certain trailer at the hub. So I've gone to the hub solo, collected the empty trailer, got loaded up with everything from the hub. However, not everything was there, so there was 11 pallets missing, and it turned out the 11 pallets were left on the trailer from the driver who phoned in sick, who was doing this run. So on Friday he collected 11 pallets straight from the client to go down to Northampton this morning. So somewhere down the line I think it's been a bit of a miscommunication. So the hub warehouse staff wasn't aware of that, so then I've had to go back to Haydock from Ashton, get loaded up with the 11 pallets before leaving. So it's put about 20 minutes all in all. It wasn't anything too bad. Chris was already on it, as you've seen before. So by the time I got back to Haydot, he's already taken 8 pallets off the trailer, so he's just picking the other 3 straight off the trailer. Let's get over there for the driver. Looks to be a nice day today though. Nice clear blue skies. Do hope everybody's had a great week. Not really done too much myself. Little man started primary school, and as working as a HGV driver, it can be quite difficult to try and get time off for some of the important events for obviously for your kid when they're growing up, especially like starting school or the first nativity play. So I took a week off so I can take him to primary school and pick him up for his first week. So that was nice. He's settling in well. Already making friends, bless him. And he was asking to go back over the weekend as well, so that's always a good sign. Nice little sunrise off in the distance. Okay, following the A50 now, going towards Derby. I think the roadworks have been completed around here as well, because we had 1 lane closure not too long ago for bridge repairs. Oh, a bit of a smash there by the looks of it. Unfortunately, it looks like there might have been a little bit of an accident up ahead. I'm hoping everybody's just slowing down because it's really bright sun at the moment, so I've got my sunglasses on. If you are a new driver, I would recommend 100% getting a pair of sunglasses. Always keep me inside your truck, because this time of year you get really low sun, really bright, and it's better than squinting. Traffic is going right round the corner. There's a possibility of an accident. Still doing 30 miles per hour, so at least moving still. "22 miles left to go before we reach our destination, and time is currently 7:25 already. Been in for 3.5 hours. How is that possible? It's gone so quick. I think I may have said earlier on we're going to Northampton. I got it completely wrong. It's Nottingham. 12 miles still to go. I've got a car at the moment in the second lane. It keeps slowing down to about 52 miles per hour and then speeding back up. Bit of a pain in the backside. Got no number edge on either, so I don't know if they're aware of that. I just came off whilst I've been driving. Currently on the M1 northbound for at least 6.5 miles. And our current ETA is coming up to 8 o'clock. So about 10 minutes to where we are now. Traffic on the A50 put us back only about 10 minutes. It's not too bad. The office have been updated as well with the new ETA, so they're aware of us arriving at 8 o'clock. move back over into the first lane. What an absolutely lovely day it is today. Awful over the weekend as well. I wanted to try and do something with little man over the weekend, but unfortunately due to the weather, couldn't really do much. I'm not looking forward to sitting in the traffic on our way back to the M1. It's been backed up for approximately a mile at least. Finally coming to the end of it. Only 4 miles to go, and we're currently on the A610 for the next 3 miles. And then our client is just off the carriageway, so it's not too bad. And we have been here once before. It's a fairly tight yard. It's one of them quite awkward yards as well, where it's just a bit bigger than the length of the trailering unit, and you got to come in the gate at a certain angle and then reverse it back into where the bay is and then get straight out. So it's a bit like a parallel park really, or like one of these lay-bys but behind a fence, if that makes sense. So I'll show you when I get there. Got a little bit of engine braking on since going downhill. Did I just say IKEA Business Park? If I remember correctly, I think it's this left here. They've got 2 different goods insights. Yeah, that's the one. Right then, so I've literally got to block the road a sec so we can get the attention of the guys and then get into the yard to the right hand side. And then just reverse it back a little bit. Make sure there's enough space on either side. And in total, I think it's 9 pallets coming off. Let's get our ratchet straps off. It's got caught on that one there a little bit. There we go. It's a great little tool, this thing. Saves you so much time messing about. Getting these ratchet straps nice and neat. I think they're only about 12 quid as well. Well worth getting. Look at that, 30 seconds if that. And back away you go. Mainly for the new drivers, this is aimed at. If you ever get anything which is a plastic pallet, like you can see here, and it's got any weight to it, always ratchet strap them down. These were ratchet straps down, really tight, but as you can see, had a little bit of movement. It's moved from there to there. But if they weren't strapped down, they would be straight through the curtains. So, better safe than sorry. That was a nice and quick unload. Just got to be careful coming out here. Don't let the trailer cut the corner too much. Take out half their fence. Last thing we want, isn't it? Right then, 8:30. Straight on to the next job, which is 36 miles away, and it's down at Derby. Not too far from the A50. So going back on ourselves. And then the third and final delivery for today is going to be in Sutton Coldfield, which is a nice and easy one to get to from Derby, because all we need to do is go straight down the A38, and then it's pretty much just off there really. It's the easiest way to get there. Traffic's normally pretty good going down that way as well. Even though it's only 35 miles for this next delivery, I'm still looking at a 1 hour drive. Now we're starting at 4 o'clock today. We need to make sure we take a break of at least 15 minutes before 10 o'clock. So that'll be the 6-hour working time directive. And then we can take a 30-minute a little bit later on. So on the way down now, I might actually just take a quick 15-minute at the services coming up on the M1 southbound, get that out of the way. And driving time, I've got 1 hour and 52 minutes left, so I'm not in a rush to take a full 45-minute break. Luckily, when I pulled over a 15-minute break, because I've never been to this client before, I give it a little bit of a Google map, and it's pretty much in the middle of nowhere. However though, it was the wrong postcode that we'd been provided. So Adam phoned up the client, got the correct postcode. It's a little bit further down the road. It's not far, only about half a mile if that. But again, still looks a little bit narrow roads, such like little country roads. I'm sure they'll be okay though. And with any luck, the estate that we're actually delivering to, we'll have plenty of room to spin around. So it did look pretty crowded on Google Maps as well. I say Google Maps, Apple Maps. I normally use Google Street View, you see. So I can have a little walk up and down the road before driving down. These are the types of roads that I was talking about. Thank you very much. Cheers, bud. There's ATL, we're looking for AFL. So it's not them. Let's give him a quick flash. There's plenty of space down this bit. There's no point squeezing down that little narrow lane, is there? Just try and work out what these little sheds are. I don't know if they're chicken sheds or maybe some type of livestock. See, I don't think the camera can see over the edge. You won't have a clue what I'm looking at. Thank you. Thank you. Not the most ideal roads, are they? As long as you take your time, be alright. Plenty of different farms around this area as well. Okay, we've got 1 mile left to go. Please don't have another truck coming down this lane. Okay, we're going to be doing a left in 150 yards. Okay, unsuitable for heavy goods vehicles, but that's where the client is. There's not much I can do about this, unfortunately. We did phone them up just to clarify where they are. Now, when it says unsuitable, you can go down them. They're not advised, so it's not technically a weight limit. So just go down any of them ones with caution. We've got 3/4 of a mile just down here. The right turn. My word, I bet these residents hate trucks coming down here, don't they? It's getting smaller. Biggest hazard of driving down these type of roads, I don't know if the camera picks it up too much, but on the left hand side where the grass is, there's like a little stream running down the side with really soft verges, so you have to be careful you don't get stuck in them little ditches. Not ideal for a HGV to come down here. Ideally, you'd want a nice little van. However, we've got 11 pallets getting delivered to them. Oh god, this is a tight left turn. Let's take this nice and wide. Not too wide though. Okay, when I get to the clients, you can probably hear all the acorns just falling off that tree. There's a brush past. Need to make sure there's no thick low branches around here as well. little bit like them ones, so it should be okay. Get past them, yeah, just about. Alright, we'll speak to the client. And when I get there, I'm going to ask him which way is the best way to get back to the A50. Is it the way I came, or is it another way? Okay, I can see the top of some industrial units, so that's a good sign. And here we are. We made it. Sapton Park. Okay, now we're here. Which one's the client? I've got a good turning circle at least. Unit 4. Can't actually see them anywhere. We've got MDJ. We've got some smaller units down there. Right, so what I'm going to do actually, I'm going to park it up to one side, have a little walk down. Make sure we are actually at the right place. So, this is where the postcode's brought us to. So it's better just having a walk down instead of getting stuck. This seems to be it. Spoke to the guy on the phone. Turns out they're not actually open today, and our client actually hasn't booked the delivery in, which is not good really, because it is down to the client and not us to get it all booked in. They just basically tell us, turn up there Tuesday 10 o'clock, and then that's what we do. So in the meantime, I'm actually waiting for the guy to give me a call back. I think that might be them now actually, because they're trying to get one of their FLT drivers to come on site to actually make the delivery. A little bit of good news, the FLT driver is going to be 20 minutes away from the location of our client, which means I can stick it on a 15-minute break in the meantime, so that is that covered and don't have to worry about the break now. Take a 30-minute break a little bit later on. I'm going to stay put where I am instead of driving down there, just in case I've got to move, and then obviously that'll disrupt the break. So take a break first, and then I'll drive down there. Hopefully they should be a couple of minutes later, and then do the curtains, get them offloaded nice and quickly. Perfect. Didn't take too long after all. Not really too sure why the park's so close to the back of the truck, knowing that I need to reverse. Just make sure I'm past it. Now reversing down, just nice and gentle turn. I've seen on the way in as well, there's not a lot of space on the other side. I need to be careful of the passenger swing. Just trying to angle the trailer. Get pretty close to the van as well. Slight one left turn. Now the axle's past it. easy as that. Absolutely lovely view out of the office with the blue sky and the green fields. I spoke to the FLT driver and he has confirmed a better route back to the A50. So instead of turning left from where I came, he said go straight down to the bottom. He said doesn't know why, but every single sat nav takes you that way. But if you follow it straight down to the bottom, it'd be a nice and easier route down to the A50. So let's see how this route takes us. Slow down a little bit in case anybody comes. Now I've got a car up ahead as well. Just seen it come around the corner. Oh, a little doggy hanging out the window. Take that nice and slow. Still not the biggest roads, especially these high hedges. You can't really see anything coming around the corner, especially cyclists. Take it nice and slow. We're doing about 15 miles per hour. There's no rush, not down these roads. Bit of a bend. This client is really in the middle of nowhere, weren't they? It's nice though, isn't it? It's a lovely little area. I know there's worse roads out there really is. But these ones keep you on your feet at least. I don't like to drive down here at night time, that's for sure. I suppose in the car it won't be too bad. Keep an eye out on any low branches what might be around here while leaning over onto the road. That's brake taken care of. Managed to find a clear lay-by down the A38, so I was parked up there for 30 minutes. I had my little roast beef sandwich and away we go onto our final delivery point. Still got 13 miles left to go and it's pretty much all the way down the A38 to be honest. We're following past Lichfield and then to Sutton Coldfield and then I've been to this client a few times, so I know exactly where they are, so that's good. Got a little bit of delays around the roadworks, but other than that, it's not really been too bad today, overall. No, these roadworks currently are ongoing due to the HS2. So I might be here for quite some time, to say the least. Oh, down to 30 now. And back up to 40 we go. Hopefully the yard is free when we get there. As you can see, there's not a lot of parking spaces around here. Well, cars get dumped everywhere, so it makes it a little bit more narrow, the road itself. Our client is just here now at the end. Bigger speed bump than I thought that was. Finch went flying. Oh my word. I was looking further down the road. Didn't even notice that speed bump. Oh, they got a trailer in the yard. I don't normally have that trailer there. So hopefully we can still spin it. We should be okay. That's the job done. So, mate. Now we're on to collections. I've got 2 collections planned at the moment, both up at Warrington. So we're going straight there. One is by the Renault Garage by town centre of Warrington at Howler. And the second one, car coming around, not perfect. Van is though. And the second one is over at Earlham. Ah, perfect. I thought that truck was coming this way then. Satnav wants me to go southbound, jump onto the M6 at the A38 junction for the M6. And then follow the M6 up northbound. But instead of getting stuck in traffic over at Birmingham, because it's always really bad around there, I'm going to divert past Birmingham, and instead I'm going to go up the A38 northbound and then connect over to the A5 and cut across and jump on the M6 by Telford. That needs a bit of work doing, doesn't it? Oh, that stinks. I think it'll be a little bit better that way. Divert past the traffic, especially around the Wolverhampton area. It's going to get fairly heavy up there. Ah, crap. I was thinking to myself, oh, well, that's quite good. Coming onto the motorway here, we've missed out all the traffic at Birmingham because I've just drove over. It's down to 1 lane at the moment. Thought, right, accident, just missed it. Perfect. Looks like the accident is closed the 2 lanes, lanes 1 and 2, as it merges onto the toll road section. And lane 3 comes off a little bit, doesn't it? It goes around. Darn it. So that means I'm going to have to go back on myself towards Cannock, and hopefully I can do a hopefully can get through there. I'm hoping it's not low bridges around the area. Yeah, hopefully it's not low bridges. I don't think it is low bridge. Darn it. Well, it's still quicker than what it would have been anyway. If we would have gone through the M6 itself, I would have definitely been stuck in a lot of traffic. Had a little bit of delays onto me. Shouldn't be anything too much. I think everybody's thinking the same though. That might be the problem. Now, it's got to have been a pretty bad accident. Right, where's he going? That truck instead, because I don't know if they've turned around doing the same as me. Looks like they're going a different route. Travelling past on the right hand side now, the Holly's truck stop. It's been pretty much stop start all the way down. I've still got another 1 mile to go before we can get onto the M6. Hopefully we can get onto the M6, that is. This section may even be closed as well. Finally made it around. Motorway seems nice and clear though. And I think a new collections just came through. So I've rang up the office saying can't make, oh, it needs to be careful of time wise. Trying to get there, etc. with all the traffic. So just heard jobs have been removed and one's been put on. So I have to pull over in a bit. I'll probably pull over about limb services just to double check on it and see where we're going. Oh, darn it. I think there might have been another accident. Hopefully it is just a bit of congestion, but the time's currently 2:30. Can't really seem to be congestion at this time of the day, but you wouldn't think so anyhow. Maybe a vehicle breakdown. Or it could be a slow moving vehicle taking up 2 lanes. Still moving at 40 miles per hour, so that's not too bad. Once the wheels are in motion, we're making traction, aren't we? Chipping away at the mileage. A little bit further down the road, not too far from Knutsford now, I think. It's around that area. A lot of brake lights were coming on then in lanes 3 and 4. No warnings on the matrix signs, so hopefully it might have been a couple of silly drivers causing a little bit of congestion. Just get him across. Just so you're aware as well, I'm using a wide angle lens between me and the vehicle in front now is probably about 2 car widths. I like to try and keep a little bit of distance. So if you're thinking like, why are you not over to the far left? Well, there's a car at the rear end of the trailer, so I can't move over anyway. And I'm going faster than the vehicle in lane 1. It can be quite deceiving, this camera. Everything looks like it might be empty or loads of distance between myself and the vehicle in front, but it's not really that too bad. Just in case you're wondering. Matt's grabbed myself a little coffee from Greg's as well. When I get over towards, mine's gone blank now. Limb Services. There we go. Your first day back in after a week off, it's always the hardest, isn't it? You feel the fatigue a little bit more, getting up early, etc. By Tuesday, oh, by Wednesday, maybe Thursday, back into the swing of it. More brake lights down the road as well. So I can start to get a little bit heavier, the traffic. It's just gone 20 to 4 currently. As you can see, really heavy traffic around Limb Services. I just popped on Limb Services, grabbed a quick coffee from Greg's, jumped back on, about 10 minutes. And checked my router for this afternoon's collections, and we've got one collection. It's going to be a full trailer load from Knowsley, one of our clients over there. It's one of our regular clients, so I know him pretty well. The car park, by the time I get there, according to SatNav, it's going to be about 10 past 4. If you get there after 4 o'clock, the car park is normally okay. So I can drive in, turn it round at the end, park up next to the unit where I need to get loaded. Whereas if I go there, say for an example, 2 o'clock or around 3 o'clock, I'd have to reverse in off the main road, as there's no space to turn around down at the end. So it might have worked in our favour, getting stuck in a little bit of traffic, having that little bit of delays. By the time I get there, it'll be an easier turnaround, in theory. And tonight I'm looking around 6 o'clock finish. So that'll be a nice little 14-hour shift for the first day back completed. Oh, you've got to laugh, haven't you? If you don't laugh, you cry at them things. But good thing about driving, like I say, long hours, really long hours, but it goes quick. So I don't mind doing a 14-hour day, as it doesn't feel like I've done 14 hours. It feels about 10, maybe 11. As long as the rain stays away. It was real nice this morning as well. I don't know what's happened to it. So it looks really miserable, especially over to the left. A lot of dark clouds. You can see all the rain coming down really thick. I'm going to be driving directly into that very shortly. Moment of truth. Oh, it looks really busy down there. We've got one of our trucks in. We've got a DPD at the end, ×2. Pallets all over the place. And there's not as many cars. Cars can actually get around by the looks of it. And I'll be able to get around as well soon as the DPD and that little 7.5 ton on the right hand side I've gotten out of the way. Let's have a little catch up with Jeff. Yeah, mate. That's Jeff going around. It's our turn next. a bit tight there. Yeah, Jeff. Do you want a hand? Do you want me to watch you getting around?
I won't get around until we move the forklift.
Right.
Once it's out of the way, I'll sail around.
Yeah. Keep it nice and wide. Keep it on the passenger side. Very tight on the passenger side. Very, very tight. Take it nice and slow. The passenger side, I've literally got inches. There we go. Easy, right? I'll go get one side loaded up, and then I'll move it to the other side. Try and give the forklift driver as much space as I can as well. I'm not kidding you when I say this. One of the downsides about coming here at this time of the day is that everybody's finishing. So I've literally had to shunt the truck back and forth 8, 9 times at least. There's another 3 cars going. So I'll let them 3 out. And then forward we go again. Forklift driver's losing his head. Non-stop. Back and forth, back and forth. So I'm to keep an eye on a forklift driver as well as car drivers on this side when I need to get out of the parking spaces. Give him a little toot when I need to move back or forward. One of them days, isn't it, unfortunately? Just been speaking to the guys in the office for tomorrow's run, and do we have a doozy? As tomorrow is a bright and early 4 AM start, so it's going to give me a rest period of around 9.5 hours tonight. So get home, have tea, have a shower, get some sleep for around 7 hours, and then get up 3 o'clock in the morning again, in work for 4, and be on the road for 4:30 in the morning, because we're driving down to Salisbury and we don't have to be there until about 11 o'clock. It's around there, give or take. And then we've got a collection over in Trowbridge. And I think the collection is a case of just turn up when you can. It's one of our regular clients, so it's going to be collecting empty canisters, like big vats really we used to transport jam. So it's all them big steel containers, empty ones of that stuff. Collect a full trailer load from there and then back up to Warrington. So it will be a night out tomorrow, which means there'll be no vlog for tomorrow, but the day after it will be classed as a mega vlog because we've got 2 days worth there. And I might even take my drone down with me as well. It just depends on the weather. I'll have a look tonight, see what it's looking like. If it's a bit wet, miserable and windy, then I'll probably leave it. Don't fancy damaging a £1,200 drone. Losing it in the middle of the valley or anything. But if it's nice weather, then you know, we could give it a nice little fly around. Get some nice shots around Trowbridge, it'll be quite nice. So stay tuned for that one. And if you are new to the channel and you're enjoying it, don't forget to hit that subscribe. And if you've got any questions about the vlog or HGV driving in general, let me know down below and I'll try my best to answer as much as I possibly can. I'm sure if I haven't got the answer for your question, one of our fantastic subscribers will have the right answer for you. There's a lot of experience in our little community, so I'm sure anything you're querying about, we'll be able to solve it. And don't worry, there's never such thing as a silly question. They're really not, honestly. I always say to people, like, people always say to me, might be a bit of a silly question, but I then ask the question. But if you don't know the answer, then you don't know the answer, do you? So it's never a silly question. Rightio then, the time is currently 5:30. I reckon I'll be at Ashton for around 6:10, get offloaded, get back, and then it'll be about 6:45 finish, I reckons, for today. Which is a nice little 14 and a bit hour shift completed. Technically a 15-hour day. Because anything after 13 hours is classed as 15, isn't it? My word, it's gone warm again. 18 degrees currently. Back at the yard now for 6:10. However, my 15 hours are up at 7 o'clock, which means it's going to be a little bit tight today, unfortunately, because there's 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 trucks in front of me to get offloaded. And I've got a full trailer's worth, so I'm going to speak to Andy right now, see what they want me to do. If they've been pretty quick at the moment inside the warehouse, I don't mind waiting, that'll be all right. But I need to be leaving here in the next 30 minutes, so that gives me enough time to travel for Ashton, just in case there's traffic, and then get back to the yard for the night. Hopefully. I can't see it being a problem. They're normally pretty quick here, to be fair, and the office are really good here, so we can kind of adapt. Worst case scenario, I could drop the trailer and one of the night guys will have to take it in for me. A little bit of a quick update before I do finish though. I've been given the fast pass, so I get to drive right past everybody, wait in the top corner. I've got somebody out to offload me. Winning. Cheers, Andy. So on that note, I am going to call it a day on a video. Thank you very much for watching. If you did enjoy it, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you again next time. As always, keep safe, keep on trucking. Bye for now.